So today I'm going to take you around a project that we're working on here. It's a Nudura basement. I'm going to show you a few things in regards to backfilling and doing things in lifts, bringing things up in lifts. I'll walk you around the project first. Got a walkout basement here. Goes down to a nice creek, a nice view. So the homeowner wanted to build the back wall out of wood. So he's going to side the whole thing. It has some big windows and stuff in it. So it's a nice walkout basement. Coming up into the basement. Decent size. 9-foot walls on this basement. A couple of windows in here. Coming out pretty nice. So today we're building up the garage because it was really low in the front, so had to bring a bunch of material in. So everything drops right off here to the back for the walkout basement. We got the excavator here bringing in some good gravel, heavy gravel, and he's gonna fill this whole area up. And we got the tamper here. This was down at least 4 feet, this area. This whole front of this garage was down 4 feet. So a lot of gravel's coming in. This is 14 loads of gravel to fill this in. Everything needs to come up in 6 to 8 inch lifts with that big tamper. He's going to tamp it down every 6 to 8 inches so that we get good compaction. I got some videos on floors that have failed because they weren't compacted properly. So this porch is 3 blocks high, 3 Nudura blocks high inside the porch. So this all has to be filled in with lifts as well. So it's going to need a bunch of gravel inside of here. Out here is all got to be filled in. We don't need to tamp the outside, just the inside, because we got concrete coming in on top of this porch. It's going to sit right at the top of this wall right here. We're going to have concrete. So looking on the inside of the basement, you can see the basement is 6 courses high. The porch is 3 courses high. So we had to fill this all in before we could build our porch and our garage. We had to backfill part of the basement. I'm going to put a bunch of pictures, a slideshow, along with this video on how we backfill these basements. If you look along the wall there, you'll see a layer of stone. We always put about a foot of stone up against the wall, and then we backfill with gravel behind that. We did this porch and the garage a mono pour. As you can see, those wood slats actually stay in the wall. So we build our footer, and then we put the Nudura blocks right on top of our spreader board. We went through, poured our footer, let it harden up just a little bit, to come right back behind it and filled the wall in. Everything gets vibrated, so end up with a really nice system here. So there's Brian tamping Everything up in lifts, like I said, very important right here. One of the most important things is bringing your material up in lifts if you're going to pour concrete on top of it. It's real important. That'll settle on you. And if you look at that garage elevation compared to the house, you can tell how much material's been brought in there. If you were to just fill that in, that would settle and that floor would collapse. So here's a view of looking down into the house. As I said, I'll attach some pictures of different foundations that we've backfilled so you can see the proper way to backfill these basements. That's all I got for today.